Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In today's video, we're going to talk about whether or not to pre-order the NEOGEO Arcade Stick Pro. Let's get started. We left off in the last video with a few big unknowns. First and foremost, we don't know what joystick and buttons are going to be used. Are they Famitsu, are they Sanwa, or are they generic? We don't know yet, and NEOGEO SNK has not released any information on that. The second thing is actually really huge. We don't know what emulator is going to be used to play these games. If I was a betting man, I would probably say the exact same one that was used in the NEOGEO Mini, but we don't know just yet. But what we do know, we know the games list, we know all the functionalities, and now we know the price. It's retailing for, just below me here, $129.99. So if I click the pre-order button, it brings me to the bottom of the page where I can go to either Walmart or Amazon to pick it up. Now, if I scroll up a little bit, there are some interesting accessories. There is the silicone cover, so there was a picture that I showed earlier on the community tab on my YouTube page where it shows NEOGEO Arcade Stick Pro silicone cover, red, black, or yellow, and it's for 35 bucks. There's also button stickers, so King of Fighters, Samurai Showdown, Monster Hunter, and Standard. So that's really weird. But there's stickers that go over top of the buttons. I would assume that these would get worn down pretty quickly, but anyways, they're $7.90, and then on top of that there's also a ball top silicone cover, green, white, and yellow for $7.90. I find this one really weird. I'm not necessarily sure if there are a lot of people who would like a silicone grip on top of the ball top, but nonetheless, they're right here for $7.90. So if we take a look at the Amazon listing, it's $129.99. That is US dollars. They also have a more expensive version for $189.99. And the difference is that this one also comes with an adapter. So if we take a quick peek here, this is a GameLink adapter to make it compatible with the PS3, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. Now for price comparisons. First and foremost, the NEOGEO Mini, you can get it with two controllers for 10 bucks less. So it has those two NEOGEO controllers. The NEOGEO Mini, you save 10 bucks, you get a different experience with the games because the NEOGEO Mini has different games on it than the Fight Stick. The Fight Stick has just fighting games. On top of that, if you just want the NEOGEO Mini, it's 89 bucks. And if you're looking for a Fight Stick, I'm just going to use ADARC here because they're pretty standard. You can get cheaper fight sticks as well. For example, the Blaze Blue drone is 80 bucks. You can get the Quamba Evo drone, which I highly recommend, for 80 bucks. The regular drone for 60, the Obsidian for a little bit more. This is an incredible stick for $159.99. And looking at the Hori Real Arcade Pro 4, the blue color here is on right now for $135.99. which is also fairly inexpensive for a high quality stick. So now let's talk about whether or not you should pre-order this. I showed you the comparables. So first and foremost, you need to understand exactly what you want to get out of this Arcade Stick Pro. If you're using this for a fight stick, I would probably recommend against the Arcade Stick Pro, considering there are already some great options out there that are better than this price. And if you spend a few bucks more than $129, for example, the Hori at $135 or the Quamba Obsidian at $159, you're getting one heck of a fight stick, a very high quality fight stick that's already compatible with a PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PC. If you're looking strictly to play retro games on this, then you could always opt for the cheaper NEOGEO Mini, which has some of the same games. For example, King of Fighters 97 and 98 are on here already, and you get a wider variety of games, not just fighting games. Now, if you are looking for an all-in-one solution, you want the arcade stick, you want it to be able to plug into your TV, then this looks like an okay option at $129.99. with one big risk. We don't know the emulation quality as of yet, so you might be taking a gamble there. But at $129.99, I wouldn't really expect there to be full Sanwa parts in this anyway. This is fairly low priced compared to some of the other fight sticks we looked at. So $129.99 with Sanwa parts, I would say, is a huge bargain, but I don't really see Sanwa parts or Famitsu parts being in here. So they're probably just generic parts, which is okay. Like, there's really nothing wrong with generic parts. It usually comes down to personal preference. But at $129.99, an all-in-one solution plugged into your TV shouldn't be too bad. Lastly, if you are a modder, $129.99 is obviously at the higher end of the spectrum here. Let's be real. If you are a modder, you try to get things at the lowest price possible because the price adds up. You start replacing parts, PCBs, wires, all those prices add up and can nickel and dime and really raise a price. So $129.99 is a little expensive, but at the same time, considering everything you get and the look of this package, it may be worthwhile to some. Now, to swap buttons out, to swap an arcade stick out is one thing, and it should be fairly simple and straightforward, whether they're soldered on there and you just have to cut wires, or they're quick disconnects, which makes life very easy. In terms of hackability, the NEOGEO Mini has already been hacked, so I'm assuming this is probably going to be fairly easily and quickly hacked as well. If it's not, a Raspberry Pi would also fit in here, and I'm looking at the ports, and there's an HDMI out, which I really like. So if we take a look at all of this stuff, if you are planning on just throwing a Raspberry Pi in here and making your own clean looking arcade stick, then $129.99 may be of value to you. In my last video, I guessed that this was going to cost between $150 and $200. At least that's what I think I guessed. I'm not going to check my video. I'm just going to say it was $200. Let's just go with that. Well, if we think about it here, I said maybe $200. I think I said $250 was way too much, and it might actually be priced there, but $200 would be more reasonable. $150 would be great. This is lower than all of those. This is at $130. So based on that, first and foremost, I don't think there's arcade quality parts in here. I could eat my words, but I really don't think there are. But at that, for $130, if you're looking at a full solution and don't really care about emulation quality and just want something to play, plug into your TV, an arcade stick, have some fun, this doesn't seem that bad in that respect. I think it's a pretty neat product. I think it's reasonably priced, although we still don't know the emulation quality, and I know I keep saying that, but that's a huge part to this. That's a very big part. If the emulation quality is not good, then this stick is not good if that's what you're buying it for. So I don't know yet, but at $130, it seems like a pretty decent value for what you get, provided emulation's okay. Anyways, that's all I've got for today. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't like the video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this price and the overall product in the comments below. Thank you, everyone. Take care.